Hey everybody, I know it's a very difficult time right now, so I thought I'd go out of my way to try and bring you some content and direct it to you NYCFC fans out there who I know are going through some tough times in New York City. So I've got a friend of mine who's waiting online. Let's see how our people are stuck up at home. Let's just call him and see if he answers. There he is! The ringleader! How are you, buddy?
All good so far, you?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well right now. It's obviously a little unfortunate that we're having this conversation. You're isolated at home. How are you doing during this difficult time?
No, I mean, it's nice to spend some time with the family. Obviously, after a long preseason, I've been more home than in the past 7-8 weeks, so I think my wife is very happy. But I do miss playing, I miss practicing, I miss the guys, I miss performing in front of our fans. So yeah, I mean, it's really tough, but it is how it is at the moment, and you got to take it day by day,
Where are you right now? Are you in New York City or where are you?
Yeah, I'm in my younger daughter's bedroom because she's taking a nap with my wife, and my older one is watching TV in the living room. So
Nice to get some quiet time. I feel the same,
yeah.
Alex. It's not easy not being able to work, not being able to what you do what you do every day, to training and obviously being around the teammates and things like that. It's very difficult. For me the same. Not having any soccer and not having any work, it's really frustrating. So but there is a little bit of a golden shining to it. You do get to spend some quality time with family, and you do get to spend that time, maybe reconnecting with certain people and just sort of taking a step back from the craziness that life brings. It just happened at an unfortunate time for us because, the season's just begun. How difficult is that for you as a player? You've just gone through preseason and now something like this hits you right now. How difficult for that as a pro?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we had a 6 to 8 week preseason, and now we're basically gonna probably, as I think it will be, start at the same point again where we're gonna go into preseason. We think we had 2 MLS games, 3 CONCACAF games. Like, we're just starting to get in your rhythm because it always takes time at the beginning of the season. It's always important to get results, but you're still not match fit. You're not there. You can't be. The team is not there, and yeah, it was a shame because I think our last game was very good for a very long period of the game, and I felt like we were kind of gonna find our way, and now we have to start from the beginning. But like I said, in a situation as it is now in the world, I think soccer has to take a step back, and humanity and health is definitely first.
Now you take a step back, and what are some of the things that you're doing at home with the family? Are you still connecting with the players and group chats and things like that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you still have contact with all the guys, trying to do some sort of workout. I've been doing some yoga with the kids and trying to stay active. But yeah, it's not easy because you have to take it serious at a certain level where you try to stay at home as much as you can. And it has its challenges, but also its upside. You get to spend a lot of time with the kids. I've enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, I do miss what I love doing most, and that is being on the pitch and just like, sharing the days with the guys, training and getting away from it all a little bit, doing what you love. It's I haven't had this situation before. Maybe when you've been injured, you could maybe somehow, if you have like a severe injury, you could somehow like compare the situation.
Yeah.
But that's only your personal situation. Now all of us are like going through the same things, and it's just about trying to keep a positive mindset, obviously. And like I said, soccer, I love it, but it's not at first place right now where you have to think about other people as well, and just do your responsibility, do your share so that we can get back to basics and get back to doing what we love.
I don't think you can say it any better than that. I think people have a responsibility now to do their job, to do their part, to make sure they're washing their hands properly, to make sure that they're not mixing with people, staying isolated, staying at home. I'm in Los Angeles right now, and we've been told we're not even allowed to leave our house unless it's to get groceries and come back. And when we come back from the grocery stores, we got to take our shoes off, we got to take our clothes off, and all this sort of stuff. So obviously making sure that everybody's making the right sacrifice so that we can get rid of this problem, get soccer back, get sports back, and get back to our usual life. You just touched on it there a moment ago, Alex. I thought the performance against Tigres was excellent at RB Arena. And I really was a little disappointed myself, of course. I stood with the supporters for the first 45 minutes cheering and listening to them, just getting a feel, because we got a great supporters group out there that love this team and passionately support them. And they've been a bit frustrated, but there was a lot of joy watching that performance. But how frustrating was it from you? I sort of seen your face at the end of the game. You had a face of fire. You were disappointed we didn't get a goal.
Yeah, disappointed we didn't get a goal, but also obviously disappointed in conceding one.
Yeah.
The way we did and how late it was. I mean, it's been tough because obviously us players, first and foremost, we expect better. We haven't been happy with the results. I mean, in the end, the results are what you get measured by. But it's been a bit strange because first game in Columbus, even though we lost, we
played well.
We had a man down and we played pretty well. So you somehow you put that game away saying, all right, 11v11, are we going to do it?
Yeah.
We go to Toronto, almost the same kind of narrative where you're doing all right. It's not easy to go to Toronto. I've been there a couple of times where we've lost 3-4-0. And we were good in the game, and then we concede, and it kind of takes the wind out of the sails, you know.
Yeah.
And it's hard to deal with, especially in the beginning of the season where like I said, you can't be at your best.
Mm-hmm.
You're still searching. Also, even though we've played together for a long time, it just takes games to get to your best, and in that time, you just want to pick up results and get it going. So therefore, for example, the Tigres game was encouraging, but yeah, I was, and not only me, everyone was disappointed in the way we lost it. That being said, I think everyone had the feeling all right, we'll go to Tigres and take care of business, because I thought we were the much better team.
Yeah, I think so too.
There was no desperation in that sense, and that's what I love about this team. No matter where, if we go man down, we're losing the first leg, we always know that we can take care of business.
Yeah.
And that's encouraging. If it weren't that way, then I would be a bit worried.
Yeah, of course.
But it isn't. So yeah, now we have a break, and we have to try to get back as quick as possible and hit the ground running. It's the same situation for everyone, and it can be a new chance, you know.
Yeah.
Got to stay positive. And like I said, at the moment, soccer is not the most important thing in life.
I hear you, and I agree with you. That's what I love about you, Alex, though. That's the leadership that comes out of you, the passion there, that you know that you're only one step away from a good performance, a good result, and the season's back on track. Now with this break, it's unfortunate, but I'm excited for you guys getting back on the field. We're all excited for you guys to get back out there so we can watch a home opener and obviously get behind the team. Few questions before you go, quick ones. Who is the best player in training?
Me, of course.
Who's the worst?
I have to answer.
Who's the worst player in training?
No, let me answer the first one. Who's the best player in training?
There's always one.
I'd say Max is always good. You know what you get from him. Quality is always high.
Yeah. So he's in your team on the training ground.
We play on the same team, so I make him better. You know. Positive way. Who's the worst?
Who's the worst trainer? The one that you don't want on your team. If you're playing five-a-side, you're just no, he's not on my team. He can go on the other team.
No, it's not a player. It's the coaches when they ref the games. It's so horrendous. since the 3 years since I've been here, like so bad.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even call out a player. I would call out the coaches for the referee decisions. Like in 5-a-side games, the people get really, really angry and frustrated sometimes. So definitely, yeah.
Who is the funniest one in the locker room?
Right now?
Yeah. Pretty much the same locker room from last year.
Yeah. I'd say the person who gets the most laughs from the other people, I would say Joe Scully.
Joe Scully? He's funny?
Yeah.
See, that surprises me.
Funny. He's not funny, but he makes the people laugh. So it's not because of his jokes. No, he's a good kid. He's a good young kid, and he'll be doing well in Germany.
Yeah, it's great. And I'm sure you've shared a few stories from your time in Germany as well. All right, quickly, before we go, I've got to go, but what is your greatest memory, and why does it mean so much to you? Because I'm seeing this passion, this desire for you, for this city, for the supporters. Like, what is it about New York City that makes you want to be here for the long term, that makes you go that extra mile? Because we see it, we recognize it not only on the field, but off the field, the way you represent the club. You represent the fans as well.
I think first and foremost how they took me in with open arms, how they treated myself, my family, the fans, the club.
Yeah.
Like, I've played in Germany for 7 years, and no club has ever been this familiar or this generous. I like the American way, the positive way of thinking. Like in Germany, you lost a couple of games and it could get a bit uncomfortable, but the fans here are really encouraging, really positive, and I really admire it because we're the most frustrated when things don't go our way, and I really love how the fans pick you up and like support you no matter what, and travel like long trips just to be there for you.
Yeah,
it's something you should never take for granted, and that makes me. If it were up to me, there's obviously a lot of factors, but I would love to finish my career here because I love being here.
Yeah.
That being said, you never know, but I think that says a lot because it's the first time I feel that way in my career, and that's just how I feel. I go to work every day with a smile on my face because I just enjoy myself, and that hasn't always been like that for various reasons. And I really appreciate it, and I know when you have something good not to take it for granted, and I try to show my appreciation and my respect always, sometimes emotionally after a bad game. Yeah,
that's love.
I know that people would want you to go and say thank you, but I think from the bottom of my heart, I think the team and myself, they always know that we appreciate everything they do for us, and we never take it for granted. And I really enjoyed my time up till now, and I hope to stay for a long time.
Alex, we're all grateful for you, for everything you've done for the club already. We'll look forward to you lifting that MLS Cup someday very, very soon. I'm tremendously honoured to obviously consider you a friend, and thanks so much for your time. A moment like this just taken out of your day. I know you're stuck in isolation, but it means a lot to the supporters. It'll put a smile on a lot of people's faces that we can get this type of information and content out to the supporters who are going through some troubled times right now. Alex, go back, look after your family, stay safe, wash your hands, do the right things, keep fit, keep healthy, and we'll see you on the pitch very soon, man. Take care, brother. All the best.
All right, appreciate it, Joy.
All right, later.